for the majority in here, it's not just the rap element, especially not the rap crap you hear now on the radio. Same bullshit, 6 songs. So it was this magical thing that we inherited from cultures before us. The bebop movement, the doo-wop movement, the Lindy Hop movement. How many more things I got to rhyme with hip-hop to try to get my point across, you know? So it was this momentum of all these wonderful things that sort of came together, and so you have the dance element, you have b-boys, you have b-girls, you have rocking, which is a war dance, you have popping and locking, which we inherited from the West Coast, but totally made it part of our movement as well, and a bunch of other social dances that existed, the spank, the patty duke, the freak, the monster freak. I mean, I could go on and on with the courtship dances, you know. Then you have the, you know, the modern day hieroglyphics, which is the graph, you know. The beatboxing, the fashion, I mean, it was a total package, a solid movement that came together via the park jams, the block parties, the powwows we had, the things that we need now a lot more of, not just my wife's tools of war, park jams. There's times that I'm like, wow, the future's pretty bleak for these, you know, young wannabe gangster kids that don't even know how to shoot a gun right. You know, they turn it this way. Where the hell you got that from? You know, you have a bullseye there. You so right, yeah, Boys in the Hood and all of that. Like, that's what messed up the program. You know what I mean? It's Hollywood, and the frickin' the media, and the bullshit radio stations that play crap rap all day long. That's it. All of a sudden, people forgot about the true glory, the real spirit of all of this, which was really based on upliftment, unification. That was the nuts and bolts of this stuff. And the man who had the master plan was Africa Bambaataa. He was the one who started Zulu, and he's like, let's stop killing each other. Mind you, he was a notorious warlord of the Black Spades, but somehow saw it along the way, the bigger picture, and started Zulu Nation. I've been a proud member since '81. And that's what it is, you know. We're up against a society that actually doesn't really. We're sort of back at the '70s, you know. I mean, I feel like we went the early '70s, where we, you know, the economic situation here is grave. I mean, you know, so we're up against a real serious problem where it's not like it used to be, where we were so creative. We didn't have this whole digital, what do you call that? Hypnotism. You know, hypnotism, where you're like now on the Xbox for frickin' 15 hours or whatever. We went out and, you know, we did what we had to do, well, whether it was legal or illegal. But it was an amazing regimen from b-boying. You know how much physical strength it takes to do a good run, b-boy run? Hit all your baby freezes and all of that on point and come back up on the beat, and when James Brown goes, ah, you come up with finesse. That shit ain't easy, man. You know what I mean? Even the art of graffiti, you know, you have to be you have to be like a computer technician, you know, like a fucking architect, excuse my language. You know, this stuff isn't something that kids just got together and decided to F off. No, we were serious about what we did. You know, and the learning institutions that saw the power in that slowly have tried to implement it and make it part of their curriculum. And that's what we need to do to try to change all this. But it has to start with grassroots stuff. You know, like more proteges. I mean, I had a few. But I would have snatched up more guys, you know, especially the guys that are my age and women that are my age. And as I figured it out, you know, because this was all experiential to us. No one taught me how to be, you know, formally taught me how to be a good popper or a good graffiti artist. We just went out there and learned on our own. But once I started figuring out the math, like, wow, I was walking on 123rd Street between Lexington Park one afternoon, and the next morning I'm walking down the Champs-Élysées in France. That sort of science, I felt like I should have really sat down with some people and let them know, hey, this is how I'm doing this here. And I think you should consider taking your talent and doing the same. Because what happened as a result of me not doing that is I buried a lot of them. And that's not cool. Yeah. You know, I mean, we're all going to die one day. You know, I hope we all live long lives and all of that. But the reality of it all is that if you're not sharing this with someone who can equally benefit from it, then you're just really very selfish. And that's all it is. Most of the rest of the stuff I won't change for a thing. But that's the one thing. I would have tried to make a more conscious effort, not to push the little Josh, the little Jewish kid that wanted to learn how to pop from me away, because I had a date with homegirl that day. You feel me?
Teaching for legacy? You talking about teaching for legacy to keep something going? Is that what you mean?
Come again?
Teaching for legacy to keep something going?
Absolutely. That's what it is. There's no reason why there's one Fabel. I mean, there's no one going to be like me, of course. No, it's never going to be another Crazy Legs, another Ken Swift, you know, Mr. Wiggles, all of my peers and comrades. You know, we hold weight, and that's because we work hard for it. And that's because we'll die for this culture. You know what I mean? Yeah. But in the process, you know, it's medicine for the masses. You know, this is, if people don't see the power in this, then you're truly blind. You're truly blind to this language that exists, that unifies and really speaks volumes. And that's what it is. You know, if I could go back there, I would snatch up, instead of 10 proteges, 20 or 30 and take the time to like help. I would have tried to take the time to help them get to where I'm at, or if not beyond.